and good morning. I'm in Padjelanta National Park hiking for a few days. Or actually, right now I'm in Swedish National Park, but I will explain about that in a short while. I started out yesterday and I drove to Vitsem, which is about 200 kilometers from our home. I took the boat over to Enan, which is the most north part of the Padjelanta Trail. From the boat in Enan, it's only 2 kilometers hike to the first cabin, or if you would say last cabin if you walk the other direction from south to north. This cabin is owned by the Swedish tourist organization, also called STF. And if you don't want to camp like I do, you can rent a bed in these cabins along the way. The path is well treaded, and on wet areas there are wood boards to walk on, so it's very easy, and it's super easy to find the way because it's very well marked with color marks along the way, and the marks are on stones and poles and also on trees, so yeah, it's very easy to find the way. After I passed the bridge over the Padjelanta River by the foot of the Mount Haka, the sky turned really dark, but luckily it didn't last for very long, but it was heavy raindrops. My goal for the day was to hike 16 kilometers. It was very beautiful along the way, but I pretty much forced it because I started out so late in the day, so I just hiked on and only took a very few short breaks, getting the water and some snacks. In the end I got a bit tired and felt very out of energy, so when I came here I just cooked some food and pitched my tent very fast. So now it's day 2, and yeah, now I will tell you why I'm in Swedish National Park instead of Padjelanta. So right now I'm actually at a place called the 3 Parks Meeting, and here 3 national parks meets. Here you see Vitsem, where I started yesterday, and then the boat over here, and then I walked like 2 kilometers to the Akka cabin, and then I came here where I am right now. And here you have the border to Stora Sjöfallet National Park, and here is Padjelanta National Park, but here is Swedish National Park, and I have been up here sleeping tonight. So now I'm starting to hike again, see what we will see today. So this is the second cabin. It's called Kisoris, and yeah, as you can see on the sign here, it's 15 kilometers between Kisoris and Akka, and the next cabin is 24 kilometers. really hot day today, and so nice to be up on the plateau. Down in the forest it feels even more hot. Here it at least winds a little bit, not much, but a little bit. It's good to take a break now and then, so I try to walk like 2 hours and then I take a short break or a longer break. But now I'm just gonna take a short break with some nuts and some candy. Oh, it's so warm. Or maybe not so hot, but it's very dense air and it's no wind. So I started to hike 11 o'clock today, and now it's 1 o'clock, and I think I walked like 7 kilometers or something. Look at the map. Here I slept, and then I walked to the Kisser's cabin, and then along the trail here, and then now I'm here. 8 kilometers. You may also wonder why I don't have Johnny with me, my Border Collie. And the national park rules are actually like that you're not allowed to bring any dogs in here, so I couldn't bring Johnny, sadly, and it feels a bit sad, and you feel, when you're always used to have a dog with you, you feel a bit naked without them. So this tour I'm all alone, totally solo. Walking over a marsh now, and here's lots of cloudberries. Very few of them that are ripe, but just in 2 days I think they are ready to eat. So lucky the person who comes here, he's a lot of them. Oh, here's one ripe. So good. The gold of Lapland, they are also called. Only go far up north. Haven't met many people along the trail, so I'm quite alone, but that's what I want when I'm private. I don't like to be around a lot of people. Now when I stop and look back, then you realize that you should go from south to north instead of north to south. I think it's so far it has been more beautiful behind me than in front of me, but it's beautiful in front of me too. really struggling with the heat. I'm so sensitive to heat, so luckily I don't live somewhere else in Sweden, but it's hard when you hike, and I always walk pretty fast and it's no shadow anywhere except here. Here are some birch trees and I stop here to get some shadow. Oh, sweat's just tearing. Soon I'm where the trails, the west and the east trail meets. Yeah, I forgot to tell you before that there is like a east route and a west route of the Padjelanta trail here in the north. So yesterday I went with a boat from Ritsam here and went over to Enan, but you can actually choose to take the western route instead, and then the boat goes after Enan, it goes to Vaisalukta. And from here you have a steep climb up here, and then you're up on the Bear mountain directly and walk over the mountain here to Kutjaure cabin. And then it goes along here, and then they will join down here soon where I'm coming, and then the rest of the Padjelanta trail, it's the same. So the west route and the east route, which I took. So Padjelanta National Park, it's, many people will call this a wilderness area, and it's might be feeling like that, but Padjelanta has been, it's a cultural landscape that has been used, and people have lived here, the Sami people have lived here for many years, and it's very much alive reindeer herding culture here in Padjelanta. Here they bring their reindeers in spring for the reindeers to give birth to their calves in May. Oh, I haven't seen any reindeers here, so probably they are in some other area of the park right now. So there on the other side the west trail comes and connects to the east trail with this huge bridge. It's really a mix of sand ridges and marsh areas on the route today, and now when it started to rain a little bit, well, it stopped again, but then the mosquitoes became active. But I think in a while I will come up to the Bear mountain higher up, so we see how it is there. Fresh cold water. It's a luxury. Here we don't need to filter the water, we can drink the water directly from the streams. So the water gets warm in the bottle, and then it's nice to empty it and fill up with some new cold. walk until the next little water stream, and there I'm gonna find a spot to camp. I start to get quite tired and a bit sore in my feet. It was a lot of uphill the last part up here on the mountain plateau. So, oh, it's really peaceful and nice up here. So looks like there is a water stream over there. So wow, look at this place. I think here I'm gonna find me a nice spot to camp, and it's a little bit of wind, so no mosquitoes, and I have sprinkling nice water here. It's so nice. They always finds you in the evening, so the wind stopped and the mosquitoes are here, but otherwise, except for the mosquitoes, I think I'm in paradise. Might be the best camping spot I've ever have found. Yeah, I think so. So the stove is on, and for dinner tonight I will have some adventure food. It's a veggie couscous, but I'm gonna spice it up with some wild chips. And wild chips is like dried meat from deer, moose and reindeer. Feels like I need some protein now. Do you hear? I think there was some thunder again. Yeah, it's pretty dark behind me, so maybe I should just eat the food quick and then get ready to jump into the tent if the rain comes here. Yep, the thunder is coming, so just better go into the tent. Let's get all the stuff in. Wow, shit. Really, really heavy rain. Oh, glad I got all the things inside. Well, happy I pitched the tent before I cooked food. Hitting in. See if we can peek out. Also, it's got some more wind, so it's Whole tent is moving much more now. Well, I'm probably just gonna stay here tonight. So, good night. Good morning. I'm on the move again. It's another lovely morning. The rain last night went on for about 2 hours and then it calmed down, so it just came a little bit of rain, so it was not so bad. I didn't sleep very well though, but that was not because of the rain, it was because I pitched the tent where the ground was leaning a little bit, and then my sleeping mat is really slippery, so yeah, you can imagine. So now, first part today is to walk down to the Jokkmokk cabin. Just a few kilometers, and then I'm gonna walk over this mountain over to the next lake called Virjaur, the lake out here where we have had a view during the camp. It's called Vastenjaur. So this is Vastenjaur and I'm going over to Virjaur. So yeah, I think it will be quite a long day today as well. Started out a little bit earlier today, so we see how it goes. Yesterday I think I hiked like 23 kilometers, so yeah, take some time to film as well, so sometimes I go back and forth to place the camera and pick it up again. But yeah, now we walk down to Jokkmokk cabin and see how it looks there. Hej!
Hej, god morgon.
God morgon. The Jokkmokk cabin and also griseries that I passed yesterday, and the following ones are owned. They are not owned by the Swedish tourist organization as the first one in Akka. They are run by Padjelanta Sami organization, and yeah, so Kiisuris, Jokkmokk, Araslukta, where I'm heading now, and Stadalukta, and then further down on the south part are the King's Trail. As long as you're in the national park, the cabins are run by this Padjelanta Sami. So yeah, now a really long climb starts, and it has become really warm again, so think I need to focus on the climb now. Right after the climb, after the cabin, you come up on a plateau, and up here is also a reindeer corral, or actually it looks like several small corrals, and also you can see small huts, or it looks like dry toilets, probably there are, and also some boxes, and it's the reindeer herders when they're up here and put up their teepees, and then they have these boxes to store things, I guess, if I'm not totally wrong. Very winding track here, but very beautiful. You can see Araslukta. It's there, down there. The lake is Lake Virjau. And now it seems like we're heading down from the mountain. Oh! Oh, ptarmigan. Ptarmigan hen. So lunchtime, and for lunch today, as the same as yesterday, it's bread with reindeer cream cheese and some turkey salami and cheese. And with that I drink Resorb. It's like a rehydration tablets. You put them in water and then you get minerals and salts and stuff that you need, especially warm days like this. It's really good to drink some Resorb. So I always used to bring them on hikes in summertime. Someone down there who's very hot, I think, taking a wash in the river. So time to hit the trail again. I have stopped so much filming today, so the time has passed fast and I need to keep going. So down here you see Araslukta cabins, and there's also a small church there, because Araslukta is also a Sami settlement. So you see the cabins here, and there's also a settlement in Starelukta where I'm going tomorrow, which is my final destination. Destination for today. Oh, so tired. I'm so tired. The last stretch today was much harder terrain than I expected, and I learned a lesson. When you're gonna film, you're not gonna plan for so long distances as I planned for now. I've been on my feet for 8.5 hours today, and I think I maybe sat down in total maximum 45 minutes. And then I've been running up and down and moving the camera and fixing, and yeah. So now I'm really tired, and yeah, and I found myself a flat spot. So tonight I'm not gonna slide around on my sleeping pad. Hopefully get a good night's sleep. And it's a little bit windy here, but it's not as much wind as it was higher up. So yeah, a really beautiful spot at least. So I hope I get a good night's sleep here. Now I'm gonna pitch the tent. Oh yeah, and just when I was almost here, a couple came and met me with a map in their hand, and they seemed very lost, and they were very lost. They said they had started in Stalulukta, where I'm heading tomorrow, and they should take the old route to Araslukta, like the last cabin where I passed today, and because they're older route, but it's not marked, and they have trusted the GPS, and the GPS stopped working. So yeah. And now at least they have found their way down to this trail, but they had no clue where they were. So yeah, I don't know where they were going now, but they thought they were on a totally other lake and in the totally wrong direction. It's easy when you get lost a bit, you also get lost in your head, and maybe you do irrational choices. So yeah, happy I met them and could point them in the right direction and point to them exactly where they were. I wonder now if they're going back to Stalulukta or what they plan to do. So lesson learned to them. Never only trust a GPS.
Himmel av billiga gardinlängder som jag slängt över en träram sover mitt nyaste lilla pojkbarn bland 12 gosedjur. Han har Sonic i famnen. Han har kuddtuperat hår bak till och ärvda kalsonger som antingen är för...
Good morning! It's the last day of my hike, and I have had a good night's sleep here at this beautiful place. And yeah, packing up my stuff and gonna head south to Stalulukta it's called. Yeah, so just getting the last things done and then hit the trail again. Bye bye, beautiful place! Quite many people today already. During the other days I haven't met so many, and it's funny, it's mostly women hiking in the mountains nowadays. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's more than double amount of women than men, and yeah, what's the reason? Do you know? I mean, back long back, it was a men's sport to hike in the mountains, but yeah, now I see very few, and also like people who are solo hiking, most of them are women. Look there, there's Stalulukta. Now I'm in Stalulukta, and oh, so nice, the breeze from the lake. This lake is one of the biggest in Sweden, I think. Lake Virja, it's almost like a sea, and here's also seabirds. And when you come into Stalulukta, you can buy smoked fish and baked bread and so from some of the people here who have their cabins here. And yeah, it's a really nice place, I must say. And several boats. I fish. The Sami people fish in the lake here. And yeah, sometimes they bring it down to Jokkmokk and we can buy Arctic char and trout from this lake, even at home. So nice fish from really clean water. So it's a bigger Sami settlement here in Stalulukta, and quite a lot of cabins and all the people. So nice here. Up here you see Pafa's kiosk. It's looks like it's closed today, but when it's open you can buy all kinds of candy and food and smoked fish and lots of stuff in there. It looks tiny, but they have a lot of stuff. And here is some info about it. Yeah, it's Sunday today, so they open at 4. But then they're open until 8 o'clock. So now I go up to this little church, or it's called kapell in Swedish. I don't know the English word. It's not really big as a church, but a smaller place. And it's traditional teepee made of nature materials that the Samis used in the old days. And now we see if it's open. Yay! Look here, how nice. It's so beautiful. And here many people have got married and children be baptized, and yeah, you see here when you come in, it's the path where you walk, and then it's birch branches with reindeer skins on where you sit when you're in here. So, and here in the middle is a fireplace and the altar. Oh, it's so cool and nice in here. So nice it was open, so I could show you. And right here below the church is the tourist hut, where you can rent a bed for the night if you want. Oh, really beautiful place. So here my hike ends, and here comes my ride that will take me back to the car.